This is positively pornographical. I could move to Copenhagen on this alone.
I was working in a show that is now on tour. Living in Malmö Arena Hotel on the 12th floor. I'm a dresser in the show, gay and vegan too. I hope the stories of my life will entertain you. Good morning. It's 8:45. I'm about to go down to the breakfast buffet and get me some, well, my usual, I think. 3 open sandwiches with hummus and vegetables and watercress. No, regular cress. No, that's called watercress. Sorry. Anyway, as you can see out the window, the weather is not fantastic. It's not really bad. What you also can see out the window is, well, Copenhagen. And also a bridge over there. That's the bridge to Copenhagen. Guess who's crossing that bridge today? Guess who's going to Copenhagen? I am. So, I thought I'd try something new today. Did you know that if you took a tea bag and put it in sparkling water, it makes a lovely, refreshing drink? Time to go to work. Possibly I will only say this once. We are going to Copenhagen, people, and you are coming along metaphysically. I'm going to the train station, and this is the last station before the train goes off over the bridge and into Copenhagen. So I don't know how many minutes it'll take. 1, there is no people working here. There's only machines at this station, so I'm gonna tackle this on my own, like Eponine sang. So the easiest way is to buy a return ticket, and that would be $30, 300 Swedish crowns. It's a bit more than I expected, but hey, I'm leaving the country. Here's my ticket. I can use it for 24 hours. Just have to guess where to go. Okay, so that is track 1B. 1, 2. Would you believe it? I just missed it. Damn.
Some days it maybe take half an hour, other days it might take 4 hours.
Denmark.
Where do I want to go? Well, I guess up here. I think this is the first time this year I'm out of the country. Well, I know it is. And I can't remember if I was out of Sweden last year. I'm not such a globetrotter that I thought I was. I will just be walking around Denmark or Copenhagen, milli-vanilli, because I have nothing specific to go and see. Well, I can see the Strøget and the Havn, whatever it's called, but I've seen that before, and I'm kind of jaded, so maybe get a vegan sausage. They're famous for their Percy, which are quite red. Hopefully there will be a vegan option. By the way, in Denmark and Copenhagen, they speak another language, but I'm really good at it. I will now give you an example without sort of getting myself killed here. No, I'm not out of the street, but almost. So, here goes my Danish. Kræl. Hør, søde, hør, så, sorte, øse, bøtte. I have no idea what I just said, but it sounded Danish. And I think a Danish person, if a Danish person watches this, please tell me what I said. First impression of Copenhagen, much colder than Malmö. Much colder. In Malmö, this was sufficient. Here, not so sure. Might have to buy something. Or just, you know, yeah, do this. Sweden have had an immense influence over Denmark, as you can see here. They have even stolen some of our words. This says National Museet, the National Museum, and that's a Swedish word. So they just stolen it, because national is Swedish and museum is Swedish as well. Well, they can have it, because I'm generous, but I mean, I wish they asked first. Also, they seem to be totally unaware that Vikings is a Swedish thing. Oh. Yeah, this is appropriation. I think I can't find words. I have to find a Danish word, and I say this is. You know something? Most people even look Swedish, which it's absurd. You go out of the country to look at people who look different, not the same. Copenhagen reminds me a bit of Venice. Yes, I've been to Venice. I have memories of Venice. It was a lot of water like this. Sometimes I think Copenhagen thinks it's Amsterdam. Look at these. Amsterdam, if you ever saw it. In Denmark, they don't have pavement like we do in Sweden. They have these metal things here you walk on. And I guess underneath it's just, you know, water. Like in Venice. Oh. Anyway, yeah. So if you're wearing shoes with magnets, you will be stuck here. So don't come here if your shoes are magnetic. First impression is also that everyone seems to be on a bike or on foot. Also, the Danish have stolen from Rome. I mean, I bet they want that back, right? If I stand here long enough, I bet you Tom Cruise will be walking by. I grant you, the kiosks are much prettier in Denmark than they are in Sweden. Look at that. I could live in that. If I slept standing up. People, I am desperate to have a pina colada at the Drunken Flamingo. I just had to. It's a shame they're not open yet. Maybe I should try the Miami bar. There's one famous street in Copenhagen, and it's called Strøget, and this is it. Let's go. Things I have to do in Copenhagen: walk on Strøget. I've done that. I'm doing that. Also buy sausage. Oh, maybe some. Are they famous for their fries? They kind of feel like a fry. They've even taken our stores. Also, the Danish people invented Lego. Is this the first store? I'm not sure. Possibly. I'm happy to see that Swedish stores have managed to get a foothold with their hands here in Denmark. You know something? I think I bought a vegan sausage here last time I and Magnus was here, which was one of the first times we were here. I wonder what this is. Mashed roots, stewed kale. Yes, people, I'm being positively Danish. Oh, H&M. I think that's Swedish. I think I will sit down my weary on this bench here, just not. This is positively pornographical. I could move to Copenhagen on this alone. I feel like H&M is slowly taking over Denmark and Copenhagen, because 1 store, 2 store, 3 store, 4 stores all in a row. This would be the 5th, 6th, 5th and 7th. I just had a vegan pølse in Copenhagen. What more do I want? I got company. Feed the birds. Obviously it's not vegetarian, because if it was vegetarian it would eat that, right? What do you have against sausage? No, wait, what was that? That was gherkin, cucumber. Dumb bird. Did you really think I wouldn't go in? H&M is as boring in Copenhagen as it is in Stockholm. Beige, beige, beige. I think H&M has taken its inspiration to this latest trend from the Copenhagen people, because they are effortlessly chic, so good looking and sort of look really well put together and in an understated way. Then H&M doesn't really stand for understated, does it? Also, it rains much more in Copenhagen than it does in Sweden. I've been here maybe an hour and it's been raining 90% of the time. In Sweden it only rains like 10% of the time.
So long, dearie dear.
Well, he was out of work, just minding his day. Then a friend from said, come right away, I'm moving on. I've got a new plan, but I don't know you'll be perfect, you're the dresser man.
One thing I absolutely hate with Emporia is that to get up from the bottom floor to the ground floor, or the basement floor to the ground floor, you have to take an elevator, because the stairway sort of goes up to the 2nd floor, so it skips 1 floor, I guess to keep people shopping, but it's so ridiculous. But there's because why don't we move?